Goodness gracious. Hey, hi, how are ya? I hope you're doing well. It's time for another episode of Rock of Love. This is our last episode before the finale. Holy mackerel. I got on some special Rock of Love nails. I say that because one of them is snakeskin and it's textured, and I just feel like Brett would approve. We know Brett loves his animal skins and patterns and furs. Let's not waste time. Let's go. What a wild ride it's been so far. There's just 3 ladies left. Heather is done with Lacey.
Lacey and I have had an alliance from the start, but after the way she acted in Vegas, I don't trust her.
Even though Heather and I have worked together as far as getting rid of all these girls, right now it's time to look out for myself.
At this point, the connection that I feel that I have with Brett is intensified so much more, so I just gotta keep showing him how I feel.
Jess is ready to win Brett's heart.
It is now down to the awesome threesome, and I've got a huge surprise for the girls.
Brett couldn't come up with a word that started with T this week.
Tasty, trashy, terrific, tandalous, tan, Teletubby. I can think of 100.
They're just the awesome threesome.
I've invited their parents to come live with us in the house.
Brett has the girls' parents coming to visit, so he can get to know them.
Hello, folks. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. How you doing? John, how you doing? David Chadwell.
You got visitor.
Shut up! Oh my God!
Brett even gets Heather's parents together, who are apparently super divorced.
I've only seen my parents in the same room together that I can remember 2 other times in my life.
Brett goes to say hello to Heather's parents.
If there's one thing that makes a rock star nervous, it's a girl's parents.
Good morning. Hello.
Hey!
Hello. How are you doing? I'm Brett.
So far, Heather's parents do seem fun.
The dad was just a good old boy. He wanted to party. He wanted to hang out.
Now Jess's parents arrive.
Hey, John.
Are you crying because you're happy? Okay, that's good news.
Aw, Jess's dad.
We're best friends. We have fun together, we cry together, we laugh together.
They seem really cool and like they have a good relationship.
I'm emotional when it comes to my parents. I love them to death, so it was a nice dose of my parents to see them. I needed it.
I want to hang with Jess's parents. Is that weird? Brett now greets Deb and Jim.
Brett, this is my mom, Deb.
Deb, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Mrs. Pops.
Nice to meet
How are you doing?
Jim.
Nice to meet you, Jim.
What do you think of this thing?
Jim is a real joker.
I mean, I loved him right from the get-go, loved him, and it just took my level of Jess even higher than it was.
Here's Lacey's parents.
I hear the door open, and next thing I know, I hear my dad's voice. Oh, I'm so happy.
We get to see where lovely Lacey comes from.
My dad and I are really, really close. I'm definitely daddy's little girl.
I already don't know how I feel about her parents.
We had a challenge where we had to do album covers, and guess who got to play the devil? You know, I know that that's not exactly how a dad wants to see his daughter, so of course I was a little embarrassed. My dad?
Absolutely, man. Nice to see you.
Brett remembers meeting Lacey's dad, Otis, on a plane at some point.
When I met Lacey's parents, I remember, I'd already had met her father on a plane flight I'd taken years ago.
That's actually really nice that he remembers that. But of course, Otis is a weirdo about it.
If I remember correctly, I thought this guy was really odd.
And I actually showed you a picture of Lacey on that flight, and he said, gee, she's really pretty. Could I date her? And I said, she's way too young for you.
That's exactly what he said.
He's gonna attack Brett.
Dad still gave me a little bit of cross-eye because he was very protective of his daughter then. Something in my mind is telling me there is a ticking time bomb about to explode, and I can see it in Otis's eyes.
But it's time to go out in Brett's Hummer limo. So 2000s, I love it. And they're going to Saddle Ranch, which is also super 2000s.
Today I'm taking Heather and her parents to one of my favorite places to eat, Saddle Ranch. Here we come.
Do they still even have those?
Can I offer you a nice, delicious beverage?
First thing at the Saddle Ranch I absolutely love is what we'll call the beer bomb.
The giant beer tube on the table. So classy. Heather's dad is something else.
18 years old, I flew down to a Gator game, and she kept saying, I don't know what it is. This guy keeps farting.
He's having a good old time.
Here's what I loved about Heather's parents. Her mom and dad immediately hit the bottle. They're drinking, they're telling jokes. We're laughing hard.
Brett gets Heather to go on the mechanical bull.
All right, Saddle Ranch, we got Heather on the boat.
It's like lunchtime. Woo! woo, let's go drink a tube of beer and ride a mechanical bull at 11 o'clock a.m. on a Tuesday. That looks rough.
Bull starts shimmy shaking. My tatters are flip-flopping everywhere. People are cheering. Gosh.
Heather's dad absorbed the beer tube.
Look, the bong has been cleared. Heather's dad is a funny guy, and he emptied that large container slash cylinder of beer, and he is absolutely hilarious.
And now he's beet red and living his best life. They seem like they genuinely had a good time.
I really enjoyed myself, and I learned a lot about Heather when I watched her with her parents.
So Heather and her parents go back to the house, and Brett goes to meet up with family number 2.
I immediately head over to meet Jess and her family. I need to do a little something with the parents here, especially the dad. I gotta get them rocked up a little bit.
He's taking them shopping.
This is gorgeous. It's like a linen dress. I love the butterflies.
They look ridiculous.
We're gonna go around the back with a whip like this. Look at her.
They look so dumb.
Now you're there you go.
She is having an awesome time. This is a fun, loving family. I like that.
But they had a fun time.
Do you all feel rock?
Absolutely.
You feel good?
Rock and roll.
Rock. Look at
Then Brett splits off from them and goes to meet up with Laceys family. Brett just wants to get to know them better.
I went to lunch with the impression that I would be able to ask a lot of questions.
Instead, he's just getting interrogated by Otis.
Other than the fact of your fame and your fortune, what do you have to offer a woman? How do you want to end your days?
You're not going to call me dad, are you? No. How do you stay thin like that? You play golf? Are you from Oklahoma? Sorry, are your parents still alive?
I mean, I was like a boxer trapped in a corner.
Maybe Otis just wants to date Brett. I think that's the problem.
Is there some kind of hot sauce on those fries, or is it just my tongue that's on fire?
I think it's all the lies you're telling.
Brett's getting fed up real quick.
I'm not telling no lies. I'm asking you, is the sauce burning anyone's mouth but mine? Well, I haven't even got to lie yet, because I haven't got to get a word in edgewise, to be honest with you.
Otis is scaring Brett.
Oh, I don't know yet.
The reason I ask that question is because I happen to be a wealthy man. I live in a big house, I drive great cars, and I wear great clothes. I hope you know there's going to be a prenup involved.
Are you kidding me?
But this puts me in a funk.
He's being way too serious. He's acting like they're getting married this weekend. Apparently, he doesn't know that this is all fake.
Lacey's one of the few young women in the world who has her own money.
All she's ever told me is that she's a starving musician and barely gets by.
She never does drugs. She doesn't smoke. She doesn't drink a whole lot.
He thinks she's Little Miss Perfect. We know that is so not true. Does Otis truly know his daughter?
You know, I'm starting to wonder a little bit if Lacey's dad knows everything that Lacey has been doing while she's in the house.
Do you have hair underneath that hat?
Brett's like, what a buzzkill.
Yeah. What in the is up with Lacey's dad?
I just was curious.
I'm getting a little bit worried about what might be going through Brett's mind.
Brett is worried that Lacey is two-faced. Yep, she is. Yep. She is. They all go back to the house. Heather is in their bedroom changing and just minding her own business, but Lacey brings her parents into the room.
Sorry. As soon as my dad and Karen and I walk into our room, the first thing that we notice is Heather standing there topless and drunk.
Instead of them being polite and being like, oh, I'm sorry, we'll go outside, outside the room and we'll wait for you, Otis just stares at Heather's
Tatters.
and watches her get dressed.
Creepy. Creepy Creeperton, okay?
Come on, my guy. Lacey's like, oh, she's drunk and topless and she's a stripper.
Heather's actually really cool. I actually really like Heather, but she's a stripper though.
The stripper pole right here. This is
I'm gonna take this opportunity to really mess with Heather.
Lacey tries to embarrass Heather in front of everyone.
Hey Heather, I want you to do some moves on the pole right here.
Heather isn't taking the bait.
Lacey, she's totally playing me like she played everybody else in the house, but it's not gonna work.
Heather seems super open with her parents, so she tells them everything that's been going on during the show.
So I figured I would warn my parents firsthand, let them know what all the crazy stuff that's been going on in the house, so if Lacey wanted to try to bust me out, they would already know.
Heather is ready to expose Lacey.
These parents don't know. Okay? And so I'm gonna call him out. I like both the girls are nice, but the thing is, I want him.
I'm gonna use this opportunity to call Lacey out in front of her dad. She needs to be exposed.
They're all gonna have dinner together as one big loving group.
Brett planned a nice dinner for all of us tonight, but
honestly, I wasn't really looking forward to it.
Well, cheers to everybody here. Nice to meet all the parents.
They eat in silence.
When now I just eat in silence.
But then here comes Brett to save the day.
Yay!
Oh,
He immediately notices the weird vibes.
there's a funk in the air, a definite funk in the air.
What's everybody talking about?
Nothing special.
Laceys parents decide to ask the other girls about their lives in like a judgy Judge Judy type of way.
Give us a little bio about you. I worked for a company for 6 years, built my way up from a receptionist. But then it wasn't challenging enough for me after a certain amount of time, so I left that job.
So, now it's your turn. Tell us a bio about you.
So uncomfortable. Like, why are we all being judged here?
Worry about yourself and your lying daughter.
Lacey claims she's the only one there who goes after her dream.
I'm the most accomplished of the three. Jess is content washing people's hair, and Heather takes her clothes off for a living, and I'm the one who actually has dreams and aspirations and goes after them.
Otis just brags about Lacey.
She's got a new website, her new video, and her music is on there.
All right, no one talking about me. Are you drinking, Lacey? Because you should not be drinking every
No,
other
I'm drinking
night.
Coke.
Did you tell your dad how you knocked over 40 bottles? Yeah, I did tell him. I'm gonna get a bill from the casino.
Heather calling her out about the drinking is just so good.
Did she get the party in from you?
I'm fine with just beer.
It hasn't just been beer here, unfortunately.
No, unfortunately. In my real life, I just drink beer.
Who eats in a restaurant that has a mechanical bull?
We did. It was awesome.
Otis is so judgy, like what the hell? Brett's super butthurt that Otis is making fun of his favorite place to eat, Saddle Ranch.
I love the place. It is a place that everyone goes in Hollywood. We all have fun. It's unpretentious. And I'm just confused. The man is from Dallas, Texas, right? And I'm thinking, he's kind of busting on where I went. And I'm not digging this at all.
Brett does not like this vibe, so he's going to bed.
Good night. I'll see you in the morning. I thought that this beautiful dinner was a complete disaster.
In the morning, Brett gets up and he goes to the cool outdoor gym. I bet he's imagining himself beating the crap out of Otis.
Oh, fuck.
Brett talks to Lacey about what her dad said.
I felt strange at the table when he was like, now you know, as this is my daughter, I want a prenup. What would ever make him think that I need, as gently as I could put this money from anybody?
She's like, yeah, he needs to chill.
I can talk to him about that and just be like, you know, you need to chill with, I mean, that he should do that anyway.
But let me change the subject real quick and talk shit about Heather.
Getting a little bit worried about what might be going through Brett's mind. So I need to do some damage control here and throw Heather under the bus.
So Heather sneaks over and she's listening to the conversation.
She loves her parents and she gets along great with her parents. Sure. But she doesn't seem to have a lot of respect for them.
I'm about to go off, and you have to come help me.
Heather is ready to kill.
I'm hearing you up here talking about me, master manipulator. What the is wrong with you? You're the one that I just listen to what she's saying, Brett. She's lying.
Jess is just standing there eating, enjoying the heck out of this.
This is like just a huge cat fight. Heather's going at Lacey. I'm absolutely loving it.
You're a liar. What did I lie about? You lied about everything. You got on my side and you manipulated me like you did everybody else.
Heather is being so real. I love it.
Didn't lie.
Don't call me sweetie, you're liar and a bitch.
Can I tell
Brett looks broken.
I'm in my Roseanne. Just go in now. Just please go address her now.
Oh, I can't let her talk because she'll talk her way out of everything. It's like her dad.
I love Jess just standing there, like trying to help Heather, but also enjoying some yogurt.
Oh dear.
I love her.
Here she talking to me. She's the biggest in this whole house and has been from day one.
Tell her I've known you for 30 years. I already know who you are.
Exactly.
I'm not naive.
Lacey's dad is like, I've known you for 30 years. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. The other parents are just having fun laughing about what's going on.
They're actually finding this whole fight really funny. They're enjoying it.
Did she get that side from you?
Yes, sir.
Can I talk to you for a second? Sure, come on out. All you're gonna do is lie and try to manipulate. No, I don't lie. I see your true colors now. As soon as your parents walk through the door, you're totally different. They don't even know who you are. When they watch this show, your dad is gonna die.
Lacey just plays the victim.
And it's really disappointing me that Heather thinks this because that is absolutely not true.
You're throwing me under the bus, which you swore to God you would not do. You have ridden my coattails this whole time because you knew. You have too. You'd been gone a long time ago if it wasn't for me, and you know it.
Heather is just throwing it all out there.
I saw you there. I swear to God.
You know what?
You're
You're trashy.
You know, I've not done anything sexual sexual with him whatsoever. Your daughter is a slut.
Heather is dead to me.
Otis is like, he yelled at me, Brett. I got a boo-boo.
I just had somebody yell at me and that I need to be concerned that my daughter.
Lacey pulls out the crocodile tears.
I can't put my parents through this. I really can't. That's not fair. You have to draw the line somewhere.
It's not fair.
My parents are wonderful, loving, kind people. And for Heather to go off on them and disrespect them like that, they don't deserve that.
Brett doesn't feel bad at all.
Here's my thing. I thought you two, it's been brewing, and I thought you two need to just work this out. I'm not a problem solver. It's not my forte. I just want to get out of here.
But hey, after all that drama, it is still the time of elimination. The parents are a part of elimination this week, which is kind of super weird. Otis is smiling like he has to poop. What is that?
Hello, everybody. Inevitably, I must say that I am going to be dating your daughter, so I've got to let you go.
Oh, okay, Brett's having them leave the room first. That's good.
And so you can say goodbye to your daughters, but I need to spend time with them and make a tough decision tonight.
I'm gonna call you guys tonight with the good news. I know I'm not going home tonight.
Yeah, okay, we'll see about that.
So I've got 3 beautiful girls. I've got 2 passes left, and this decision has been really, really, really hard for me to make.
Here comes Brett's decision.
The more I learn about her, the more I want to know about her, and that's a great feeling for me. Jess, would you come down here, please?
Jess gets the first pass. No brainer there.
Will you stay in this house and continue to rock my world?
It's down to Heather and Lacey.
The next decision I got to make between Heather and Lacey is, I don't want to just say tough, it's strange because I know that the two of you throughout this have formed a really good friendship, or at least it seemed like a really good friendship up until the last couple days.
Brett says it's about
who is who they is and who they ain't.
True words of wisdom.
So right now it's down to me and Heather.
I think it's obvious we want Heather to stay. Fuck Lacey.
I just feel horrible right now.
Lacey, would you come down here for a minute, please?
He calls down Lacey.
Before I show you this pass, I just want to tell you this.
What are you saying, Brett?
There's a side of you I absolutely love and want to be close to, and there's a side of you that still confuses me a little bit.
What are you saying, Brett?
We've talked about it this whole time I've been here, and I just feel that somewhere along the line, that side that I don't understand would ruin our relationship.
Brett!
And I'm sorry, but the Torrens here.
Okay.
Okay?
He finally sends Lacey home.
You know, everyone said she was crazy. She also seemed crazy for me. But in the end, I felt that there may be a lot more lies and deception going on. So, in the end, it was tough for me, but I had to let her go.
Finally, ding dong, the bitch is dead.
I just got eliminated, and quite frankly, I'm absolutely in shock right now. I did not expect that.
Lacey hopes neither of the two girls win, which is not how this show works.
I hope he eliminates both of them and decides to remain single because they both would be horrible for him. It would be a disaster.
Heather gets to stay.
Would you please come down and get your pass?
Yay!
Karma's a bitch, and so are you.
Carmen's a bitch.
Thank you for having my back and being there. We will try to work through stuff and make this awesome, okay? All right, you want to stay here in this house and rock my world?
No, I do. I'll sacrifice anything for him.
We're down to the final 2 and the finale episode. Get your Brett's Brews ready. But wait.
Before we crack these, everyone get their nails ready. Tomorrow, girls, you gotta pack your bags. We're gonna go to Cabo San Lucas.
They're going to Cabo.
I gotta get packing.
My, oh my, we made it through another episode. Next week is the finale, can you believe it? I can't wait to find out who wins. Remember to turn on notifications so that you can be notified when I upload the next one because it's the finale and like, you gotta be there. See you in the next one.